Okay, so hi everyone. This is just a quick walkthrough of the members block permissions plugin. I already have a page set up in the block editor here with a cover block and just some demo text. So what I'm going to do is select the block, and on the right you will see a permissions tab. If you click on it, by default, the block will show to everyone. So you have a couple of options or conditions. Um, you can show the block to only selected users, or you can hide the block from selected users. So let's only show this particular block to our selected users. And that will give us some new options. Now we can choose to show this by user status, such as logged in or logged out, or we can choose to show this only to certain user roles. And the third option is to show this by capability. That's probably a little more developer friendly, um, but it's there if you want to use it. So let's switch back and choose user status. And we only want to show this block to, say, logged out users. Click update. Um, Now let's take a look at the front end of this page, and there's no block. If I wanted to switch it to show to logged in users, and of course I'm logged in. It's simple to do, and there it goes. Now let's see how this works for, say, user roles. Let's say I have something I want to show. I want to show this cover to band users, which is a custom role I've set up. Um, could be some message telling them that they're banned, um, or whatever. And let's put an error message for people who do not have that role. Um, Say you are not cool enough to see this, or something. And because I don't have the band role, I'll see that error message. And the error message is completely optional. I typically prefer not to use that. Um, so let me show you another option with the plugin. By default, when the plugin is first installed, it will add a custom capability to the administrator role. So it's called assign block permissions, and you can manage this with the members plugin or even a different user role editor if you prefer. I I don't recommend going in another direction with that. So I don't have a permission to assign block permissions anymore, and I'll show you what the UI looks like when for users who don't have permission to change this stuff. So let's go back to our cover, and there you get a nice warning message, and all the fields are read only. And that's for blocks that have existing permissions. Let's say I wanted to create a new block. Just say this is a paragraph block. Now let's go over to, you'll notice there's no permissions on the side. Um, it just doesn't show up at all if the user doesn't have permissions to change permission to change that. And that's pretty much it. The using the plugin is straightforward. There is one note. Let's say I switch to the code editor. Now I could go in and change any of this stuff, even though I don't have permission to. That's just kind of a limitation of how uh, the block editor works. Uh, if this is a client site you're working on, or you have several writers for your website, you'll probably want to look into some way to like lock down or disable the code editor. I would probably do that anyway. You don't want just regular users to be editing their HTML in those situations. But that should cover it. So thanks for watching, and hope you enjoy the plugin.